Now, I have a message that the Kikuyu nation hates to hear. But today, I will take time to explain to you a bit of history so that you will understand why this message is very crucial right now and why the Kikuyu people must take a backseat currently and do something for their brothers. Now, back in the year 1993, after Kenya got its independence, one Mzee Jomo Kenyatta was declared the president. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga became the vice president of the Republic of Kenya. Are we together? But the Mau Mau that were fighting the war against the colonial government, they were told now, the time has come for you to lay down your weapons because we have gotten our independence that we were fighting. So the Kikuyu heard what Kenyatta said. But then, since the year 55 or 57 there, when Dedan Kimathi was captured and killed, they did not retain their role as the leaders of the Mau Mau. The Mau Mau was led by two people. One, General Baimungi, and the other one was General Dedan Kimathi. So Baimungi and Kimathi, they were two brothers. They were not brothers as in related by blood, but they were brothers in law. Because Baimungi led the Meru people and the Hembu people and the Tharaka people in general. Kimathi led the Kikuyu people in general. Now Kimathi was captured and killed. His second in command was General Baimungi, a man from Meru. He had a whole battalion and he held field marshals answering to him. So when they got independence, the Kikuyu people and the Kikuyu field marshals laid their weapons down after Kenyatta's order. But one General Baimungi refused to lay down his weapons. Why? Because this man saw the future. This man had acquired knowledge. He had fought wars before, not in Kenya. He had gone to fight in the Queen's army that was fighting in Burma. So he was the one that was training the Mau Mau fighters in the Mount Kenya forest and also in the Meru forest. So this man, after Kenyatta, the other brothers, the Kikuyu laid down their weapons, he refused. He told his battalion, no, before we lay down our weapons, we have to have a meeting and a sit down with Kenyatta so that we can discuss the way forward as the people of the Republic of Kenya and as the people of the Mount Kenya region. Kenyatta is the president. We don't refute that. But we fought so that our lands will be given back to us. Tuko pamoja. So if these Muzungu have gone, why can't we take back our land which belonged to us? And General Baimungi was called by Kenyatta at his Ichaweri home together with his battalion of the Meru warriors and the Embu warriors and the Tharaka warriors that were fighting the Mau Mau. He came and they discussed with Kenyatta. He told Kenyatta, we were fighting the Mzungu to leave our land. Now he is gone. We have gotten our independence. You are the president. We accept that. But one thing, allow us now to go back to our lands and continue living and tilling our land as we were doing before. Kenyatta said, no, you are not going to do that. What will happen is that you will buy these lands from the government, which is my government. Are we together? Baimungi refused. And after parting ways with Kenyatta from his Ichaweri home in Gatundu, he went back with his battalion back in the forest in Meru. After going back there, Kenyatta the next day sent a contingent of police officers to hunt down and bring the head of General Baimungi, dead or alive. This man, he declared him a terrorist because he was not a Kikuyu, he was not a Nembu, I mean, he was not a Kikuyu. He was a brother from Meru, and he had declared that, you know what, we don't have our independence kama hatujapatiwa mashamba yetu. Are we together? So he went back and Kenyatta akamlabel as a terrorist, akatuma maafisa wa polisi kule, wakaenda because there were some elements that walikuwa wanajua, wale walikuwa wanafanya kazi na Baimunge during the Mau Mau war, wakasell out his hideout. Wakaenda kule wakaua Baimunge. They carried his body as a terrorist. He was labeled as a terrorist, a man that led the liberation of these people after Kenyatta, after Kimathi's capture and execution. He was labeled a terrorist. Na akauliwa. Na Kenyatta akadeclare the Mau Mau a terror group. Tuko pamoja. So that he would continue ruling and taking over all the land that the white settlers had occupied around the Mount Kenya region. And now I tell you, the Kikuyus have led this country from the year 1963 to the year 1978, when Kenyatta died. After Kenyatta died, Moi took over from the year 1978 to the year 2002, 24 years. Kenyatta nor Moi never had a brother from Meru or Tharaka or Embu as a vice president. Both Kenyatta and Moi, they never did. All the vice president, Akina Kibaki, came from Kikuyu. So in the year 2002, again, in the spirituality of brothers and the Mount Kenya people, the Meru people supported who? Mwai Kibaki. Wakasema Kibaki tosha. In the year 2013, after Kibaki ruled for 10 years, wakasema Uhuru tosha. Uhuru again led until the year 2022. Their brothers, the Embu, Meru, and Tharaka, the only position that they got was either a position of a cabinet secretary, one here or there. Are we together? Lakini ikikuja kwa ministerial jobs, Mount Kenya yenye wanasema ndiko wametoka wote, unapata the Kikuyu have about 10 ministers, 8 ministers. Now, the reason why I've done this, you have leveled the Mount Kenya region as the Gachagua battalion. All they are saying is that Kithure Kindiki is a yes sir man. But it doesn't matter that he is a yes sir. Why shouldn't the Kikuyu people for the first time support a brother from the Meru community, Embu community, or the Tharaka community? Yet, these are the 3 children of Mombi. They were Meru, Embu, and Kikuyu. And to the farthest state, the Kamba. Tuko pamoja. But the Meru, Embu, and Tharaka have never seen power. When Kithure ascended to power for the first time as a DP after the Gachagua's impeachment, that is when Meru people found their way to power. And that is why I'm telling you, there is division in the Mount Kenya region in terms of support, and these people have always labeled themselves as the rightful owners of the Mount Kenya region. Yet, even the calculation of votes, if you count the votes of the Mount Kenya region, leaving out the Embu, the Tharaka, the Meru, and the Isiolo county, because Isiolo is part of Mount Kenya East Block, I tell you, they hold about over their half of the votes. Are we together? And when you come to the registered voters, even back in the year 2022, the Kikuyu, the Meru people, Meru County as a county had the largest number of votes, of registered voters. Number 2 was Kiambu County. Are we together? Tunashikana pamoja, tunapelekana pamoja mpaka hapa. Remember, back in the year 2007, the only place that declared Kibaki as the president was the votes from Tharaka Nithi, where Kithure Kindiki comes from. Yet, huyu Kithure Kindiki, currently, munamuita Mr. Yes Sir, and you are saying that he is not supposed to enjoy the privileges of being a DP. Why? Yet hii kiti wakati ilikuja huku wakati ilinyang'anywa Gachagua haikutupwa ipelekwe Jaluoni ama ipelekwe Mombasani, Kisii ama ipelekwe Luhyaland. Ililetwa tu, ilirudishwa tu kwenu Mount Kenya. Lakini kwa sababu sio Mkikuyu alikuwa na hold this seat, you declared it it's a taboo for a Meru brother, Kithure Kindiki, because there is no difference of Meru and Tharaka and Embu. This is one community. Back when we were referring to the whole eastern province, ilikuwa inaitwa Doshi to Ntonyeri. Are we together? So currently, it is a sin for Kithure Kindiki to hold power. And that is why I will even go back, kwa sababu wamesema the Meru people have not participated, or the Tharaka people have not, or Embu, they have not participated in the second liberation of this country. Let me take you back to the year 1992. After the election and multipartyism came, in the year 1997, and even during the multipartyism fight that was going on, the liberation from the one-party state, we had a young lawyer who, together with Raila Amolo Odinga, Paul Mwite, akina James Orengo, kina Martha Karua, they were together in fighting for the liberation. We had Gitovu Manyara, who comes from Meru. We had one Kiraito Murungi, the former governor of Meru, was also a young lawyer who represented and fought along and besides Raila Amolo Odinga for the second liberation, or the second fight for independence, post-independence war. Are we together? Currently, when they speak about the Mount Kenya, they don't remember that Embu is there, Tharaka is there, and Meru is there. Tharaka has its leaders. Embu has its leaders. We have people like Justin Muturi. In Meru, there is the people like Akina Peter Munya, Kiraito Murungi. They are still there. But have you seen these people, even for once, say that our brothers and sisters, we are doing this and that, and this is what you will get? Wakifika kuargue for the cabinet slots in the Mount Kenya region, unapatanga zinaenda kwa Wakikuyu. Wameru wanapatiwa moja, Waembu wanapatiwa moja, Tharaka inapatiwa moja, Isiolo hata wanaisawa. This is a conversation that the Kikuyu people hate to hear. But I will remind them, once you fight for the unification of the Mount Kenya, you are always leaving out your brothers and sisters who had the Embu, Tharaka, and Meru, and Isiolo. If you want a unification, even if the Meru bloc and the Kikuyu bloc support anybody currently, why don't you declare that Kithure Kindiki was your darling? When he was the cabinet secretary of Interior, he was the top performing cabinet secretary. But you don't see that. Amuonangi yo. Right now, because he was picked for the deputy president's role, you control. But it's about time you also declare respect in Kithure Kindiki's name. Peeni ndugu zenu heshima pia waongozi. William Ruto ana miaka ngapi? He is not the best president. But why should you say that you have been left out with your brother as the DP? This is a conversation that you hate to hear. But I remind you that Mombi had 3 kids. Kikuyu, Embu, and Meru. You always leave the Meru people. Bwana wakisema pia wao ni wakati wao wa kukula. Why should you be sad, or why should you be mad and point fingers at them? It's a question, and it's a conversation that the Kikuyu people hate hearing. Wao wanajionanga they are holier than thou. I have reminded you, since even before independence, by Mungi, Field Marshal Musa Mwariama were fighting for the liberation of this country. But when the country was liberated, Kenyatta took over. You declared the leaders that helped the Meru people fight the Mau Mau, I mean the white settlers, you declared them terrorists. Are we together? Pia nyinyi mnahitaji kuachia ndugu zenu waongoze. It's about time. Accept the conversation. It's something that you hate hearing. Amtarangi wengine, and I tell you, if you believe that you are not, I mean, you can also stay out of power for once in the coming election, support somebody else. Acheni kusema mlisupport William Ruto. No, you did that because Gachagua was there, and also you did that on the factor that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta had not, he had betrayed William Ruto because William Ruto sold the narrative to him. Nitaachia hapo. The comment section will be open for all your insults and everything that you have, because that's what you know best. Mulima Kenya, nitasema tena. It does not only comprise of the Kikuyu people. It has the Hembo people, it has the Meru people, the Tharaka people, and the Isiolo people. I rest my case.